Wait, what? We're really talking about LeBron James and Bronny potentially heading to Golden State in a trade that brings Jimmy Butler to the Lakers? This is either the most brilliant front office maneuvering in recent memory or absolute basketball insanity. And honestly, I'm not sure which one it is. Let me break down this absolutely wild scenario that Dan Angel from Sports Illustrated just threw at us, because the implications here are staggering. The basic framework is this. Lakers send both LeBron and Bronny to the Warriors, while getting back Jimmy Butler and a 2028 first-round pick. On the surface, this sounds like Lakers management has completely lost their minds. You're trading the greatest player in franchise history since Kobe for a 36-year-old Jimmy Butler? But dig deeper, and there's actually some cold, calculated logic here that might make sense. The financial reasoning is the part that really catches your attention. LeBron's contract expires at the end of the 2025-26 season, and the Lakers are apparently looking at that like a potential albatross rather than an asset. Think about it from their perspective. They're potentially looking at another massive extension for a player who will be pushing 42 by the time it's over. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is LeBron James we're talking about. The man is still putting up 25, 7, and 7 at age 40. And you're absolutely right. But front offices don't just think about what players can do today. They think about risk management and long-term sustainability. The Luka Doncic angle is fascinating here. If the Lakers are truly committed to building around Luka for the next decade, then clearing LeBron's salary and timeline might actually accelerate that process. Instead of trying to balance two generational talents with potentially conflicting primes, they could fully commit to the Luka era while remaining competitive in the short term. Jimmy Butler, despite being 36, showed during his stint with Golden State this past season that he's still got plenty left in the tank. Those numbers from the playoffs: 20.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, 5.6 assists in the conference semifinals, aren't exactly production of a declining star. But here's where this gets really interesting. Butler's defensive intensity and leadership qualities might actually complement Luka better than LeBron's current skill set. I know that sounds blasphemous, but hear me out. Butler doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. He can guard the opponent's best perimeter player. He thrives in that second fiddle role where he can impact winning without dominating possessions. From Golden State's perspective, this trade is pure box office gold. You're talking about putting LeBron James next to Stephen Curry, two players who defined NBA excellence for over a decade. The basketball IQ and court vision between those two would create offensive possibilities that we've literally never seen before. And then there's the Bronny factor, which adds this incredible human element to the whole thing. LeBron gets to finish his career playing alongside his son while chasing one more championship with one of the most successful franchises in recent history. That's the kind of storyline that transcends basketball. The Warriors' championship window gets an immediate extension with this move. Instead of watching their core age out together, they get an injection of elite talent that could realistically give them 2 more years of serious title contention. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Is this actually good basketball strategy for the Lakers? Trading LeBron feels like organizational sacrilege, especially when he's still performing at an elite level. The optics alone would be brutal if this somehow went sideways. The 2028 first-round pick is interesting because it represents value in a completely different timeline. By then, the Warriors' current core will be done, potentially making that pick quite valuable. It's the kind of asset that helps you build for the future while managing the present. Butler's injury history is a legitimate concern, but his performance when healthy has been consistently excellent. The question is whether a 36-year-old wing can carry the kind of load that will be required as the Lakers' primary star alongside Luka. The locker room dynamics will be absolutely fascinating to watch play out. Butler is known for his intensity and demanding nature, which could either perfectly complement Luka's laid-back personality or create friction. Championship teams need that kind of veteran presence, but it has to be the right fit culturally. From a pure basketball standpoint, the fit might actually work better than people realize. Butler's willingness to guard the opponent's best player would take pressure off Luka defensively. His ability to create his own shot in clutch situations gives the Lakers a legitimate second option. and his playoff experience and proven track record in big moments addresses one of the biggest questions about this current Lakers roster. The timing aspect is crucial here. If this trade were to happen, it would need to occur during the season when all parties have a better sense of their championship realistic prospects. The Warriors would need to believe that adding LeBron puts them over the top, while the Lakers would need to be convinced that their current trajectory isn't sustainable. The salary cap implications are mind-boggling. The Warriors will be taking on LeBron's massive contract, while potentially needing to move other pieces to make room. The Lakers will be saving money in the short term while taking on Butler's deal, but gaining flexibility for future moves. Here's what I keep coming back to. This trade only makes sense if both organizations are being brutally honest about their championship timelines. The Warriors get to maximize their remaining window with Curry, while the Lakers get to accelerate their transition into the post-LeBron era without completely punting on competitiveness. The fan reaction will be absolutely nuclear on both sides. Lakers fans watching LeBron leave for a division rival, Warriors fans seeing their core broken up for aging stars. This would be the kind of trade that divides fan bases and creates storylines for years. But sometimes the moves that seem craziest on paper end up being the most brilliant in hindsight. If Butler helps the Lakers remain competitive while they build around Luka, and LeBron helps the Warriors capture one more championship, then everybody wins. What do you think? Is this the kind of bold move that championship organizations need to make? Or would trading LeBron represent the biggest mistake in Lakers history? And Warriors fans, would you be excited about the possibility of LeBron and Curry teaming up? Even if it means breaking up your current core? Hit me with your thoughts in the comments. And if this trade rumor has you as shocked as I am, smash that like button and let's keep this wild conversation going.